he had lived before was murdered and buried by his neighbor over 40 years ago, and he could tell the exact location. When the police got involved, they discovered he was telling the truth. This is Ryan. When he first started speaking, he told his classmates that he had already lived on Earth before. At first, they laughed it off, but he didn't stop. He told his teachers too. The teachers became so concerned that they contacted his parents. His parents had already heard these stories before, but this time, they took them seriously. Ryan claimed that in his past life, he was a 45-year-old man who lived in a small house near the woods next to his neighbor. He worked as a woodcutter selling firewood. But one day he was murdered. His neighbor struck him in the head with an axe. Ryan remembered everything. He described the location of his home, the name of the man who killed him, and even where his body was buried. His parents, curious but skeptical, took him to the place he described, and there they found an older man still living in the same house. When they knocked on the door, he refused to answer, so they called the police. As officers questioned the man, they searched the woods where Ryan claimed his body was buried, and shockingly, they really found human remains. Next to the skeleton was an axe, still embedded in the skull. When confronted with the discovery, the man finally confessed. He had murdered his neighbor years ago, exactly as Ryan had described. Follow the channel for more